The following is a special presentation of Big Pauly's World of Sports Sims, alternating the reality of sports and entertainment since 2020. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another installment of the HTFL. We're now into the halfway week, week number 9, first game of the new week. This is our 41st regular season game of 90. It's going to be Pittsburgh and Buffalo at Buffalo for you. I'll be playing as Buffalo. The computer will play as the Steel Curtain of Pittsburgh. It is 41 degrees, a wind of 15 to 25 miles per hour in Buffalo. Typical weather for a November game. And off we go. Big Ben and Jim Kelly get ready to do battle. O.J. Simpson will be the featured quarterback of Buffalo, 138 yards, 138 carries for 715. That's his numbers. And the flip goes Buffalo's way. They will defer. So Buffalo will be kicking into the wind, which means Pittsburgh will have the wind advantage going into quarters 1 and 4, and Buffalo will have it in the middle quarters. It's Woodson, Chandois, and Dudley back deep, and this game underway. Buffalo in the blue, Pittsburgh in the white, and Woodson returns it 22 yards to the 26 from the 4. Bettis and Johnson are your running backs for Pittsburgh. Bettis a 2 receiver and Johnson a 3. Brown and Ward, Antonio Brown a 10. Hines Ward is a 10. Zach Miller is a 6. He's your tight end in the base formation. Roethlisberger, who of course retired in real life after this last 2021-2022 season. Got a full house on the offensive line, 3 8s and 2 10s. Kolb is an 8. Fanico and Webster are the 10s. DeCastro and Jackson are both 8s. We'll do the Buffalo defense in just a moment after this first down play. But we have
false
a marker.
Start. Offense. Number 86, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
That is Hines Ward jumping the gun. So we have a moment to do the Buffalo defense. It's Smith, Schobel, Washington, and Sestak. A 10, an 8, a 9, and an 8. That's your front 4. Bennett, Matsos, and Talley, a 9, an 8, and an 8. Bird and White are both 8s. Jones and Symes are both 8s. And that's your defensive backfield. So imagine Pittsburgh might throw it a little bit more than they normally do. It's 1st and 15. And Roethlisberger, and speaking of the devil, he throws it right to Antonio Brown for a gain of 10. When Buffalo has the ball for the first time, we'll do their offense and Pittsburgh's stout defense. 2nd and 5 at the 31. It's Big Ben. He was under pressure, ran to his right, and threw it to John Henry Johnson for a 7-yard gain. It was Bennett on the tackle for Buffalo, and on the play before, White made the tackle. We're nothing if we're not thorough. And it's 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 38. John Henry Johnson up the middle for 4 yards out of St. Mary's. Played for Pittsburgh right around the time that the Pirates were winning the World Series. 2nd and 6 at the 42. And it's Roethlisberger throwing to Miller, a gain of 16 before Jones can tackle him. 1st and 10 at the 42 of Buffalo. 12:34 left in the opening period if you have just tuned into this point. And Brown makes another catch, 5 yards. Big Ben has started 4 for 4, 38 yards. White making the tackle. Had a little ringing in my ear that has now subsided. Thank heaven for that. 2nd and 5 at the 37. And John Henry, no, that is Bettis. Bettis is 36 and Johnson is 35. The bus picking up a 5-yard gain, enough for the first down. Pittsburgh continues to drive. A 1st and 10 at the 32. It's the bus again. Jerome Bettis signs on the tackle after a pickup of 5 yards. 2nd and 5. The ball at the 27. And don't forget to check out some HTFL baseball. I did that a little earlier tonight. 2nd and 5 at the 27. Montreal at Cleveland. That's a throw and a catch to Hines Ward and Big Ben, red hot, 5 for 5, 53 yards. A gain of 15 and Bird making the tackle for the Bills. By the way, the Bills are a combination of the AFL NFL Bills and the Buffalo Bills of the AAFC, playing from 46 to 49. 1st and 10 at the 12. That is a throw, and finally Big Ben throwing an incompletion as he threw it into double coverage, and Hines Ward could not come up with it, and neither could the Bills. 2nd and 10 at the 12. A throw and an incompletion. That was intended for Zach Miller, but it got to nobody. 3rd and 10 at the 12. I ain't got nobody. And that is a throw to Bettis underneath. He picked up 5. He needed 10. And out of all of that, an 11-play, 72-yard drive, the best Pittsburgh could do is get 3. And the kick is good. That was by Anderson, Gary Anderson. And it's 3-0. That took nearly half of the quarter. 12 plays, 72 yards, and 6:52 off the clock. McGee, Merton, and Jackson, your kick receiving team for the Bills. And McGee won't even get to that. Goes to the 20 on the touchback. So your starting offensive lineup in the base formation for Buffalo. Simpson, a 3 receiver. Kaplitsky is a 1. He'll be doing most of the blocking, but he's also a pretty good rusher. Molds and Owens, Terrell Owens, get your popcorn, 9 and a 9. Baldwin's the tight end. He is a 6 receiver. Wolford, DeLamiere, Hill, make that Hull, Shaw, Ballard, 8, 10, 9, 9, 8 on the offensive line. But we'll go to a double tight end set. That brings in Bass as the 2nd tight end. And OJ will just dive, get the blood going here a little bit. That's a pickup of 5. Jack and Lambert on the stop for Pittsburgh. So let's introduce he and the rest of the Pittsburgh defense. Greenwood and Hayward, a 9 and an 8. Your defensive ends. Kevin Green and Hampton, a 10 and an 8. Ham, Lambert, Porter, a 10, and a 9. Those are your linebackers. Woodson and Blunt are a 10 and a 9 at corner. Polamalu and Donnie Shell are both 10s at safety. So Buffalo going into the win, they're going to run the ball a lot. Here's OJ off tackle right side. He will pick up the 1st down and a wee bit more, 12 yards out to the 37. Woodson making the tackle for Pittsburgh as I have a sip of coffee now that my lineups are done. And you might hear my cat Ella in the background. Everybody say hello to Ella. And there you go. 1st and 10 at the 37. Very amused by her own tail. Sweep to the left side for OJ. And he got no gain. Kevin Green came up, lowered the boom on OJ. Vic Kaplitsky off tackle right side, 2nd and 10. We give OJ a little bit of a rest. And Kaplitsky only picking up a yard. 3rd and 9, so Buffalo will pass. As much as they don't want to. We'll go look for Terrell Owens on the crossing route. That is complete to Johnson, but short of the 1st. A gain of 6. 4th and 3 out to 44. Mormon will have to sidewind this punt going into a very stiff wind. And Woodson's return,
Offsides,
9 yards to
defense.
the 39.
5-yard penalty.
Now, this will be a 1st down for Buffalo. L.C. Greenwood was offside, so that gives Buffalo new life. And now you got a 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Back to OJ, trapped to the right side. Gain of 5. Polamalu on the stop for the Steelers. 2nd and 5 at the 46. And we are going to run outside with Kaplitsky. And he gets the first down, a pickup of 8. So OJ is at 4 carries for 22 yards, Kaplitsky at 2 for 9. Back to OJ, trapped to the right side, 1st and 10. It's been working well for them, so why not keep at it? Penalty.
Holding. Offense.
Oh, it's coming back.
75, 10-yard penalty.
Ballard called for holding, make it a 1st and 20. And we'll make it a screen to OJ. And OJ will pick up 9 yards on that. It was tipped by Hampton, went to Simpson, and it's 2nd and 11. Kind of an immaculate reception thing. We'll go back to OJ. Off tackle, right side, 2nd and 11. He will pick up 7 yards, and that makes it a 3rd and 4 at the 32. We'll go 4 wide. That brings Andre Reed into the game. Put a man in motion, and we'll look to Reed on the short hitch. And that throw is complete, and Buffalo will move to chains. Reed picking up 12. Butler on the tackle for Pittsburgh. That'll do it for the first quarter. Buffalo has not completed its drive. They are on their 12th play, but we have already played a quarter. It's 3-0. The Steelers leading, so now Buffalo has the wind advantage, and it's a good one, a 15 to 25 mile an hour. Pittsburgh 11 plays, 72 yards, 8 of them were passes. Buffalo 10 plays, 65 yards. Kelly is perfect, 3 for 3, but Buffalo had 7 rushes. 1st and 10 at the 20. We'll go to Simpson. Off tackle left side. Looked like Pittsburgh is bringing 8.
Holding. Offense. Number 67. 10-yard penalty.
Hull committing a holding penalty, and that's going to make it 1st and 20. We'll go Kaplitsky on the short pass. And Kelly throws his first incompletion. He's now 3 for 4. We'll go Simpson on the screen, 2nd and 20. And Kelly was flushed out of the pocket, ran to his right, still found Simpson for a gain of 7. We will again go 4 wide, put the man in motion, look for Stevie Johnson. We need 13 yards. We'll go medium flyer out. Nope, Kelly can put something underneath this pass. Instead, it goes to Furman Thomas, who gained 7. They needed 13. 4th and 6, so this will be the 15th play of the drive, and Lindell has a 76.6% chance to hit the field goal, which he does. So we had 2 long drives. That was 15 plays, 64 yards, and went 9:35. And we're dead even, 3-3. Woodson back deep for Pittsburgh. Touchback. So this is the second time Pittsburgh gets the ball. 1st and 10 at the 20. And it's Roethlisberger throwing, and complete was looking for Bettis, couldn't find him. 2nd and 10 at the 20. 13:07 left until the half. And Bettis this time up the gut 2 yards. Washington on the tackle for Buffalo. And that's going to make it a 3rd and 8. Pittsburgh throwing into a stiff breeze, but the catch was made by Miller, a pickup of 13. Bird on the tackle for Buffalo. And it's now a 1st and 10 at the 35. Roethlisberger throwing and completing a pass that time to Hines Ward. Pickup of 14 yards. Bird on the tackle for the Bills. Roethlisberger now 8 for 11, 85 yards. 1st and 10 at the 49. That's a completion. That was to Brown, Antonio Brown. 9-yard gain. Roethlisberger now 9 for 12. 2nd and a yard at the 42. And Roethlisberger will use the situation to exploit the Buffalo defense. A pickup of 10 for Zach Miller. Jones on the tackle for the Bills. Now a 1st and 10 at the 32. 7th play of this drive. So we've had some very good drives in this game so far. Bettis picking up 8. Washington on the tackle for the Bills. A 2nd and a deuce at the 24. This is going to be a touchdown. Roethlisberger to Ward. And Big Ben is red hot. That's a touchdown. It's 9-3 with a point after by Good to make it a 10-3 score with 8:23 left to go. That drive, we've yet to see a punt in the game. 8 plays, 80 yards, 4:47 off the clock, and McGee awaiting the kickoff. A short kickoff. McGee caught it on the run. A fumble recovered by O.J. Simpson. So Buffalo keeping possession after that return of 27. And it's 1st and 10 from there. How about a quick score? We'll go play action bomb to Terrell Owens on 1st and 10. Just put that up in the wind and watch it travel. Deflected at the line. No, it was a dump to Simpson, but Simpson was caught unawares to make it 2nd and 10. We'll go double tight end, and we'll go to Simpson. Off tackle right side. That'll be his 6th carry of the game for 4 yards. L.C. Greenwood remaining in the game after what looked like a hamstring injury. 3rd and 6. Kelly is 5 out of 7 for 41 yards. We'll go to Baldwin on a short cross. Had a big game recently. Instead, it's completed to Stevie Johnson, number 91. Like I said, like I keep saying when I do Buffalo games, I keep meaning to give him his right number. I believe 91 is an error. That's a pickup of 4. They needed 6. It's 4th and 2 at the Buffalo 49. I'm going to play the odds and go for it, ladies and gentlemen. Dive for OJ. Got to take some chances. And Simpson into the secondary, a 12-yard gain, a good call. 1st and 10 at the 39, I beg your pardon, with 6:29 to go. Figure the way things are going, I got to keep pace. So that's why I did that. Go to the base formation, look for Molds on a medium slant route. That is caught, but let's check the penalty.
Penalties. Repeat,
oh, it's coming back.
Down.
Coming back. So Kelly is still 6 for 8, 45 yards. Let's go screen to OJ. It's caught, and it'll be a gain of 7. Simpson now 3 catches, 23 yards to go of his 7 catches for 45. 10-3, 5:26 left in a rapidly moving, at least seemingly, first half with all these drives. Trap left OJ, 2nd and 3, but a marker.
False start.
Of course.
Offense. Number 85, 5-yard penalty.
They get Bass for the false start, which catches me drinking a cup of coffee. And 2nd and 5 turns into 2nd and 3 is going to be 2nd and 8. Again, I'm mixing up my 3s with my 5s. We'll still go OJ, trap to the right side, picks up 2 yards. Now a 3rd and 6 with 4:46 left. How about Owens on the short cross? Is there room at the cross for Terrell Owens? Johnson just barely with the first down. Pick up a 6. And this will be the 9th play of another long Buffalo drive. Each team has only had the ball twice. 4:01 left in quarter number 2. Trap left O.J. Simpson. And Kelly saw something he didn't like. Timeout is called. That leaves them with 2 left, the remaining portion of the half. We'll go Kablitsky. And we'll sweep it left. 1st and 10 from the 29. And Kablitsky picking up 4. Lambert makes the tackle for Pittsburgh. 3:17 left to go now. Sweep right. O.J. Simpson. And O.J. just back to the line, and that is it. It'll be 3rd and 6. We'll go to the 2-minute warning, if you could believe that. We're already at the 2-minute warning in this game. It's 10-3 in favor of Pittsburgh. 4 wide. We'll put Kelly in the gun, go short. And we're going to look to Johnson again on 3rd and 6. And an incompletion. So Buffalo will have to kick. And Lindell, 75.9, and he hits this from 42. And it is good, and the lead is trimmed to 10-6 with 1:46 left to go. Woodson back deep for Pittsburgh. That'll be a touchback. So now a 1st and 10 at the 20. 1:46. We had 4 long drives in this game. Let's tell you that the Buffalo drive there went 12 plays, 34 yards, took 6:19 off the clock. 1st and 10 at the 20. See what Big Ben can do. That's a throw to Brown, but Antonio Brown dropped it. I see that in the news it's coming out that his claims of being injured before he walked off the field up in New York with the Bucs against the Jets, it's turning out that he's becoming a bit of a gold brick. 2nd and 10 at the 20. And John Henry Johnson picks up a yard. I'll call time. 3rd and 9 at the 21. And Big Ben will be looking to throw here, I would think, a completion. He's now 12 out of 16. Was taking a chance there that Buffalo could get the stop on 3rd down. But so far, Pittsburgh is on 3rd downs, 2 out of 3, which ain't bad. 1st and 10 at the 32. We're down to a $1.28. That's completed to Brown on the sidelines. A pickup of 7. And Roethlisberger 13 out of 17 now for 146 yards. A 2nd and 3 at the 39. That's a throw to Hines Ward. He gets out of bounds. Another completion for Big Ben, who is now 14 of 18. 1st and 10 at the 45. Still on the minus side of the field. That's a throw to Brown. He did not get out of bounds. He caught that dead center in the field. And Pittsburgh calls time. They have 1 left. Buffalo also with 1 left. A 2nd and 4 at the 49 of Buffalo. That's an incompletion. A rare one for Big Ben in this game. 15 of 20. Here's the 3rd and 4 play. That is incomplete. And for the first time, we see Jimmy Orr coming in to punt. We'll watch for the fake. And Orr did not get a lot of oomph into that sideline punt. He was punting into a stiff breeze. And that was near the sideline out at the 19. The punt went 30 yards only. So Buffalo with a chance, 48 seconds and a timeout. We'll look Johnson over the middle on the slant. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Let's go O.J. on a screen. That's incomplete. Medium out to Owens on 3rd and 10. That is caught, and a fumble. Recovered by O.J. That's a gain of 15, and the clock is running. So Buffalo has to use that last timeout. A 1st and 10 at the 35. Buffalo needs about 30 yards to get into field goal range. We'll go long out to Owens. And Kelly is sacked by Kevin Green. And Buffalo won't even run a play. We'll go to the half because they get the ball to start the second half. So that was an interesting first half. Pittsburgh 10, Buffalo 6. We'll take a 15-second timeout and return for the second half and possibly more after this. Could go overtime. If you like the video you're watching, feel free to use the Amazon link provided. I'll put it in the description down below. And welcome back for the second half of our first game, Week 9. here in the HTFL Season 2. After this week, we will be halfway through the regular season. Big Pauly coming to you. It's 10-6 in favor of Pittsburgh, who ran 27 plays, 21 passes, 183 is their total yardage. Buffalo, 26 plays, 14 were passes. They have 126. McGee back deep for the second half kickoff, and we're underway. That's a short kick because of the wind. And McGee, 17 yards to the 31 before Dodrill got to him. Simpson trapped left on 1st and 10. And that's a loss of a yard. OJ now at 10 carries, 46 yards, 3 catches for 23. We'll try to give you running updates of the stats of all these players as we move through the third quarter. Kablitsky off tackle right, 2nd and 11. That's a pickup of 7. He has now moved to 4 carries for 20 yards. 3rd and 4 will go 3 wide, put a man in motion for the short pass, and we're going to look to Johnson, Stevie Johnson. Short, tight formation, so we'll go medium fly to Terrell on 3rd and 4, who once was a Buffalo Bill, so that's why he's playing for him. That'll be a first down to Baldwin, a pickup of 7. That is his first catch of the game. And Kelly is now up to 10 of 15 for 100 yards, 81 yards so far. Dive OJ on 1st and 10 from the 44. He gets into the secondary, a pickup of 11. That gets him to 11 for 57. So maybe he was at 46 before. Okay, whatever. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 45. We're going to do play action, throw a medium pass of a random nature to Molds. Try to give Eric Molds a touch. A check down to Simpson was incomplete. Lucky that was not picked off. 2nd and 10 at the 45. 11:43 left in the third. Each team scored on their first 2 possessions, but it's been scoreless since then. Screen to OJ on the screen. OJ gets it, but he is trapped for a loss of a yard. That's his 4th catch for 22. 3rd and 11. Cross to Al Baldwin. Caught, and a first down, a pickup of 14. Moves it out to the 32. Simpson again. Will pitch it left and hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And OJ back to the line. Jack Lambert on the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. Kelly wants to throw. He'll go to Molds on a medium hitch. Incomplete. 4 wide for Buffalo. We'll go Andre Reed on the medium cross. That is caught and moved the chains for Buffalo. 10th play of the drive. It's taken 52 yards and 5:38 off the clock already. Trap left OJ Simpson. Will run to the weak side. Side to tight end is not on. That's no gain. Lambert on the stop. Going inside, run to OJ on 2nd and 10. Put a man in motion for a change. And this time, OJ into the secondary again, down to the 5 before Donnie Shell gets to him. A pickup of 12. That gets him now up to 69 yards. We'll go Kablitsky. Off tackle left. 1st and goal from the 5. Kablitsky is in. Touchdown, Bills. They take the lead.
The previous play is under review.
Hang on. Don't celebrate yet.
Ruling on the field stands.
Okay, so that does not cost Pittsburgh a challenge. That was initiated by the booth, as are all scores and turnovers, all questions therein. Point after try. Good by Lindell. It's 13-10 now with 6:56 left. That drive, another long one, 13 plays, 69 yards, 7:56 off the clock. That took more than half the quarter. Woodson back deep for Pittsburgh. It's going to be taken by Chandwa. He runs down the sideline. A nice gain for him for 38 yards. And Pittsburgh sets up at their 38 with a first and 10. 6:51 to go. Big Ben throws. Remember, they're throwing into the wind at least for the next 6:43. That's a pickup of 8 from Miller. And Roethlisberger 16 of 22. He's been rather accurate today. Kelly not too far off, 13 for 20. He runs there. That's Big Ben running, a pickup of 5. And now first and 10 at the Buffalo 49 with 6:02 to go. The throw and incompletion, looking for Brown, deflected by White. Battle of colors. Second and 10 at the 49. That is complete to Antonio Brown. A gain of 7. Brown, 6 catches, 44 yards. Roethlisberger now at 17 for 24, 173. Third and 3. Ball at the 42. That is a gain of 9 for Brown. First and 10 now at the 33 for Pittsburgh. Pass
interference. Defense. Number 42, automatic. First down.
So move Pittsburgh to the Buffalo 19 with 3:53 to go. They're not doing too badly despite going into a very stiff wind. And John Henry Johnson with a 16-yard gain. Only his third of the game for 21 yards, but by far his biggest. First and goal at the 3. Pittsburgh, a score, gives them the lead. A field goal ties it. High throw. Ward could not get to that. Second and goal at the 3. Looking for Brown that time. That's an incompletion. Third and goal at the 3. Again looking for Brown, and again an incompletion. So a field goal try of 20 should be a chip shot, and it is for Anderson. And we have a 13-all tie. That drive, since drives have been a big thing in this game, 11 plays, 59 yards. Every score except the Pittsburgh touchdown has been of 10 plays or more. The touchdown that Pittsburgh got, it only took them 8 plays. So you're seeing a lot of sustained drives in this game. McGee back deep for Buffalo. But it's taken by, I think, an up back. That was Merton. 23 yards. Out to the 35. I think Buffalo will be throwing here, seeing that they will only have the wind advantage for another 2:29. Fly to Steve Johnson on first and 10. An incompletion. We'll go Simpson trap right in the 3-wide set to see if the running lanes open up. That's a pickup of 3 to get him to 72 yards on the day. 2:13 left. Slant to Baldwin, the tight end. Caught. Did he? Oh, no, he is just short of the goal line. And at their own 45, we went for it on our own 49 on a 4th and 2. Let's go for it again. Ride the horse till it bucks you. And Simpson gains 1 yard, enough for the first down. 56 seconds left to go. We'll go 3 wide. Medium pass to Baldwin on first down. That's caught. A pickup of 13. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. We have played 3. Pittsburgh 13, Buffalo 13. If you're Triskaidekaphobic, this is not the game for you. Pittsburgh 228 yards, 36 plays, 28 have been rushes, only 8 have been runs. Buffalo 44 plays, 219, 23 passes, 21 rushes. So we start the 4th quarter. We'll go Simpson. If we go overtime, it's the old school sudden death system. I would love to use an overtime system where each team gets 1 possession, but in Action PC football, that does not exist unless you use the college rules. But I don't want to put the ball at the 25 for each team. 2nd and 8. After that 2-yard gain by OJ, 17-75. I would love to see a league like the USFL or somebody do that, where you have a regular overtime and you give each team one possession. We'll pitch it to OJ on 2nd and 8. Remember, Buffalo now going into the wind. No gain. Hayward hurt. He will be returned in a few plays. So Ernie Stauntner comes in. He's a two-way player, but most known for being a good defensive lineman. 3rd and 8. We'll go 3 wide. We'll put Baldwin in a wide receiver slot, and we'll go to him on the cross. That's an incompletion. So on 4th and 8 at the 39, a field goal would have 17% odds. So I'm just going to do a little sideshoe here with Mormon. Try to pin him, but he didn't angle it properly. Goes to the end zone, a touchback. 13:53 to go. 4th quarter, 13 all. And Pittsburgh now with the ball. Big Ben throwing and then completion, looking for Bettis. 2nd and 10 at the 20 with 13:50 to go now. That's Bettis picking up 3. 9 carries, 49 yards as a team for for Pittsburgh. Buffalo 23 for 100 as a team. 3rd and 7. Crowd chanting defense. That's John Henry Johnson picking up 4 yards. Needed 7, so Pittsburgh punts it away. And they have a good breeze behind them. Bird, a 10-yard return after a 46-yard punt. So the net being 36, and it's 1st and 10 at the 37. Trap right, O.J. Simpson. 12:10 left in the 4th. No gain. The Pittsburgh run defense tightening up. That was O.J.'s 19th carry. He's at 75 yards at the moment. Trap right, Vic Kaplitsky. And he gained some yards. He's into the secondary. That's a pickup of 14. Donnie Shell making the tackle for the Steelers. 1st and 10 now at the Pittsburgh 49. And we're going to cross Pittsburgh up. We're going to go Bass on the medium pass on a play action. Kelly runs. He picks up 3. Joey Porter on the tackle for the Steelers. You see him there. He's out of Colorado State. Great outside linebacker in his day. 2nd and 7. Inside run. Oj on 2nd and 7. That's what Jim Rome used to call O.J. Simpson. That's a pickup of 11. Of course, they were talking about O.J. every day in 94 and 95 for reasons we won't go into. Pickup of 10. Make that 11. 86 yards now for Simpson. And we'll go to him again. Trapped to the left side on 1st and 10. And the clock couldn't run out fast enough for Buffalo. Pickup of 3 there for O.J.L.C. Greenwood, introducing himself to O.J. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 32. Buffalo slowing it down. A sweep left. And O.J. picking up 4 more. 3rd and 3. 8:16 to go. O.J. on a dive. Could be 4 down territory for them. No gain. Green hurt on the play. His return probable. So Stauntner will come in and replace Green at defensive tackle. A 4th and 3. Ball at 28. A little better than 50-50 that Lindell can hit from 45. So we will try it. Pushing to the right, and it continued to push right.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
And that penalty declined, and Pittsburgh gets it at the 35. 7:26. This has been a good smash-mouth football kind of game. And now the Steelers with a chance to take the lead. 7:26 left in regulation. It's Big Ben. He will tuck it under and run. A pickup of 3. Bruce Smith on the tackle. He's been rather quiet in the game. A pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 at the 38. 7:19 to go now. And Bettis stood up at the line and brought backward for a 1-yard loss. Again, Bruce Smith having a lot to do with that. 3rd and 8 at the 37. Pittsburgh on 3rd downs is now 3 of 7. See if they can do something here. The throw, complete over the middle to Hines Ward, a pickup of 10. Now a 1st and 10, Pittsburgh, their own 47. We're down to 5:53 to go. And Bettis picking up 5. Schobel rhymes with George Goebel, making the tackle at the 48. A 2nd and 5 from there. 5:06 to go. Roethlisberger to Miller, and that pass falls incomplete. Big Ben now 19 of 31. 3rd and 5, ball at the 48. That is passed to Ward. It's going to be very close.
The ruling on the field stands. A timeout will be charged.
They tried to overturn the call that it was a 4th, short of the 1st down. It was. Pittsburgh tried to get it to be a 1st. They did not get it. So they lose a timeout and their challenge for the remainder of the game. 4:17 to go. It's 4th and inches at the 43. Pittsburgh trying for 1st down yardage, and they just barely get it. Bettis just getting enough. That was his 8th carry for 27 yards. Well, we're down to 4:11 now. 1st and 10 at the 43. It's Big Ben looking to throw. And it's picked off by Bird. And that might prove to be a big mistake. That's his 1st pick of the year in his 9th game. In the 9th game Buffalo has played. We play 18. Each team plays 18. Kind of like they used to do in the 80s USFL. Except they had 12 teams one year. They had 18 another year. They had 14 their 3rd year. A 1st and 10 at the 42. We're going play action along to Owens. 1st and 10. But it's not there, an incompletion. 3:17 left to go. A dive for OJ on 2nd and 10. Goes for 4 yards. 3:08 to go. So we'll go under 3 minutes on this play. Short out to Steve Johnson on 3rd and 6. Try to let the sideline be his friend. And that was a throw to OJ. Needed 6, got 3. 4th and 3. Got out of bounds. That stopped the clock. 2:27 left to go. I dare not go for it here. So we'll just punt it deep with Mormon. It should land before it gets to the end zone. Woodson brought it back. What happened there was a return of 10, pounced on by Greenwood, and that animation was a little redundant. So Pittsburgh gets the ball at their own 20. 2:18 left to go. Could we be seeing overtime here? Only the shadow knows. That's a dump off to Johnson, gaining 7. That gets him to 2 catches for 14 yards. I do not wish to call timeout. Thank you very much. And that should take us to the 2-minute timeout, and it does. 13 all between Pittsburgh and Buffalo. If you're wondering, we've never had a tie in HTFL football. We play one sudden death period should we be tied, kind of like they used to do it in the NFL. 2nd and 3rd at the 27, like that old school NFL feel. Miller, an incompletion. He was the intended receiver. And now Big Ben, who started hot, is now 21 of 35. 3rd and 3, big play for the Bills. They can get off the field. That's batted at the line by Washington. And an incompletion. 4th and 3, Buffalo sets up for the return. 1:49 to go. And Bird, a 5-yard return on a 50-yard punt. 1:42 to go. Kelly is 16 for 26 for 132 yards. Now, Buffalo has 3 timeouts and their challenge, which they won't use probably the remainder of the game. Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts. You try to run some clock here and go to overtime and hope you get the wind advantage. We're going to give that strategy a try. O.J. Simpson off tackle right. If O.J. could bust a big play, all more the better. And he goes over 100 with that gain of 11. 108 on the day. And Buffalo, with all 3 of their timeouts, they're going to use one. 134 to go, so it's looking doable all of a sudden. If you're a Buffalo fan, hitch to Owens. We'll use the middle of the field. That's caught at midfield to pick up a 13. Buffalo will hurry. And they'll look to Baldwin on the cross. First and 10 from the Pittsburgh 48. That is caught. Dudley on the tackle. Dudley comes in as a 5th defensive back when Buffalo is at 3 wide. And Buffalo's going to run another play. And we're going to look to Molds on the short out. Incomplete, but a marker.
Holding. Offense.
Oh, a big penalty against Buffalo here.
Penalty.
Wolford called for holding. 46 seconds left. Now, I wonder if this happened in real life, would it be a 10-second runoff? And Buffalo would be forced to call a timeout. That's not the case here. It's 2nd and 13. We're going to go Molds on a medium crossing route. He's got it. That's a first. Pick up a 15. Buffalo calls timeout with 37 seconds to go. 1 in 3 chance from here. Lindell could get the field goal. We'll go medium out to Molds. Incomplete, right through his hands. 2nd and 10. 36-yard line of Pittsburgh. It would be 53 yards from here into a very stiff breeze. How about Owens on a cross? We probably would get to stop the clock with enough time. That's incomplete. Now, 3rd and 10. Same spot, the 36-yard line of Pittsburgh. We'll go Baldwin on a medium out. That's incomplete. Now, 4th and 10. The odds of Lindell hitting a field goal here are 33%. We're going to give it a shot anyway. 54 yards out. It goes wide right. Now, Pittsburgh bringing Franco Harris into the game. He's 32 down here. 17 seconds left. And the ball at their own 43. So Buffalo has to play tight defense here. Pittsburgh with 2 timeouts. That's an incompletion. Big Ben now 21 of 37. Kelly is 19 out of 32. 14 seconds to go. Could be going OT. That is caught over the middle. Hines Ward. A 13-yard gain to get him to 8 for 98. Will Pittsburgh call time? They will. 3 seconds left. Now, I was Pittsburgh here. I try the field goal. 61 yards with the wind at your back. Whether your kicker is good or not, I'd try it. But we'll go 3-1, deep zone, prevent. And we just got to hope Big Ben cannot throw a touchdown pass here. He won't even try. It goes to Miller. He gets out of bounds. And we go to overtime. 13 and 13. Buffalo gets the kick, but they will be going into the win for the overtime period. So that is your score, 13 and 13. So I briefly look at my phone. McGee back deep. And that's going to be a touchback. So now we play 1 period, each team with 2 timeouts. Should we have no score after the overtime period concludes, we have our first ever HTFL tie game. We'll go to OJ off tackle right side. We'll see how tired that defensive line of Pittsburgh is. He fumbles. A pickup by Kaplitsky after a gain of 5 yards total. And it's 2nd and 5. OJ, that was his 26th carry. He's at 113 yards. And he could still go. In fact, we're going to go to him again. Dive play on 2nd and 5. Because I got Thurman Thomas in my reserves. No gain, stuffed by Hampton. And on 3rd and 5, we'll go hitch to Al Baldwin. No!
Encroachment defense.
But the
Number
encroachment
98, 5-yard penalty.
should be good for the first, and it is. 1st and 10 at the 30. We'll go Simpson, pitch left. And OJ gets the first, a pickup of 11. Green again out, which is going to send Stauntner into the game. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now play action short pass. And we look to Molds. Incompletion. Kelly now 19 of 33. Back to Simpson after getting a little bit of a respite there. Pitch to the right. And this looks like all the more like holding.
Number 75,
and it
10-yard penalty.
So Buffalo's going to have to throw twice here. And we'll look Owens on the hitch on 2nd and 20 from the 31. Incomplete. And now we're going to have to go long. Hope for the best. We'll go Owens again on 3rd and 20. Caught, but short of the first. Needed 20, got 17. That's kind of hard to deal with. You need that many yards. So 4th and 3. Ball at the 48. We're going to have to punt. Mormon will punt. Oh, Woodson caught that inside his own 5 at the 3. The return 13 yards out to the 16. We have 12 minutes left in overtime with the score even at 13. Ball at the 16. 1st down. Big Ben throwing and incompletion. Big Ben now 23 for 40. And you'll recall he could do no wrong at the start of this game. 2nd and 10 at the 16. Ben throwing. Finding Antonio Brown, a gain of 8. He needed 10. And it was White on the tackle. So again, White on Brown. 3rd and 2 at the 24. Brown with another reception. That's his 9th catch, a season high. He's up to 72 yards. He has 9 of Big Ben's 25 throws, completions. And Big Ben's at 243, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 35 now. Remember, first score wins. And Brown dropped that. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 35. That's caught by Brown. A pickup of 14 for his 10th catch of the day. And now Pittsburgh has moved it up to their own 49. 10-10 left to go in the OT. And that is Miller gaining 9. Jones on the stop. So we had Brown on White, and we've had Miller on Jones. 2nd and 1st at the 42. Well, they are common names. John Henry Johnson, a 1st down, a gain of 3, 5th carry of the day for 28. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 39. Remember, they have the wind advantage, so they are in field goal range right now. That is Brown, a big catch for him, 25 yards. And if you're Pittsburgh, you're going to kick the field goal and go for the win right here. His 11th catch, 111. 11 for 111. How do you like that? And that could be his final statistic. So, Anderson from 31 for the win. Pittsburgh has won the game. 16-13 after 7 minutes and 41 seconds of overtime. They have won. I'm going to say the MVP was either Big Ben or Brown. And they give it to Big Ben. And there you see the summary there. A hard-fought game for both teams. Pittsburgh will go to 6-3 in the East Division. Buffalo will fall to 4-5. Team stats. Buffalo had the ball 39 of the 67 some odd minutes they played. They ran 70 plays. Pittsburgh ran 61. The better passer by a little bit was Big Ben, 28-46, 291, one pick, one touchdown. Leading rusher was O.J. Simpson. Couldn't get the yards needed in the clutch, though, 28 for 124. Your leading catcher was Brown, 11 for 111. He led in both catches and yardage. And as I always like to do, I'll look at the leading tackler, which was White for Buffalo with 12. So I'll come on and say hello to you fine people. Had a very long evening, but we don't mind. Especially this Buffalo-Pittsburgh game, which ran long. We had a short first half, but of course we had a very long and protracted second half, and we played overtime. Tomorrow, my intent is to do a Big Pauly's fight night. We're going to decide the champion of the junior welterweights, and then we're going to do our next HTFL game. And let me call it up here. It'll be in the second horizontal column. It'll be Dallas and Atlanta, and that should be a good one. So, for my cat Ella, who you could probably hear over and over again wreaking havoc without me, this has been Big Pauly coming to you. Godspeed and God bless. We will do it again soon. And bye-bye for now, everybody.